How did it get past those 7 steps? And I'm sure there are things that I'm missing. How did nobody in those 7 steps say, hey, maybe we shouldn't put that in there? Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna. Today I just thought I would react to the Jenna Marbles quitting YouTube video. I heard about this a few weeks ago and I was like, what? Jenna Marbles quitting YouTube? Why? I kind of already know why. She's from that era from where every other YouTuber was problematic. People weren't as woke as they are now, so let's see.
All right, so I get it. Feel like we're at a time where we are purging ourselves of anything and everything toxic, and I'm being requested that I address things that I've done in my past. I also get a lot of tweets from people that are saying like, we love you, you unproblematic queen, which always makes me uncomfortable because I'm a person. Those of you that are familiar with how long I've been on the internet know that that's not true, that I've definitely done things in the past that weren't great, and I'm not completely unproblematic. And I've tried my best to grow up and to be a better person. And first and foremost, I want everyone to know that I've always been a two-way street, and that any time that you criticize me and tell me that you would like me to do better or to do something differently, that I always try to do that. And I try to make fun content, inclusive content, things that don't offend people or upset people, and that's kind of where I am. There's a couple things that people want me to address and apologize for, and I'm happy to do that. Because what I want from the people that I support and that I like is to have accountability and to know that I'm supporting someone whose morals and values align with my own. And yeah, there's things in my past I'm not proud of. And I'm getting a lot of tweets from people saying, why have you privated all these old videos? And I've spent a lot of the last few days privating almost all of my old content. And I'm sorry if any of that holds any nostalgia for you, but I'm literally not trying to put out negative things into the world. I think there was a time when having all of my old content exist on the internet showed how much I have grown up as a person, which I'm very proud of. And I think now it's hard for that content to exist at all, because I think people watch it and don't bother to look at when it was posted, or care about what path I took to get to where I am. It offends them now. And if that's the case, where people will watch something and be offended now, I don't want it to exist.
She said she wanted to keep all her old content up because she wanted people to see where she's grown. My only thought about that is, why? Why would you want people to see where you've grown? I think people are so obsessed with keeping a record of themselves, and I just don't think that matters at all. I think what only matters is your personal journey. If there are things on the internet that no longer serve you as a person, no longer coincide with what you believe and what you think, you should remove them. What if I kept every stupid thing I said 10 years ago when I was a teenager? No, there's no reason to do that. Also, when she said the whole thing about people looking at it now and being offended now, well, yeah, of course, some people are going to see that now and think, wow, I can't believe you were that person. That's unfortunate. I feel like you would have to go back and put a disclaimer in every video. Hey, this was shot this many years ago. I'm a different person. Please check out these recent videos of mine. No, I just remove that. If it no longer fits who you are, if it no longer represents you, then change that. We're all evolving and changing every single day. Continuing.
So I've privated a lot of my old content because I just don't want anyone to feel upset about anything. I don't want to contribute to that. I don't care. I don't care I just don't care. I don't want someone to watch something and feel hurt or offended now for any reason at all. The first two things that I would like to address is the fact that there are people that were offended that I did blackface as Nicki Minaj in 2011, and I'll show you the clip. It's incredibly cringy and embarrassing. This is private. It has been private for quite some time, but it looks like this.
Nicki Minaj likes me, and then there's Roman, who's very.
And I do just want to tell you that it was not my intention to do blackface. This is the end of the video where I took my wig off. I don't know how else to say this, but it doesn't matter, because all that matters is that people were offended and it hurt them.
I will say I am confused by that portion of the video when she says, "This is me at the end of the video, I took my wig off." I'm confused why she said that. I just don't know why that was relevant. I have heard that people said that she was already tanned because, or she was already darker because of something else that she was doing. And what it looks like, it does look like a white person could tan to that complexion. Maybe, okay, it's a deep tan. Okay, she looked like my color, and I would like to think that I'm pretty brown. My thing is like, okay, so even if she did tan, was it one of those things where like she tanned and she thought, hey, I'm darker. While I'm darker, I should go ahead and play a darker character. I should just be Nicki Minaj because now I'm dark enough to be Nicki Minaj. That's cringy if that's what happened. I don't know what happened. That is cringy if that's the case.
And for that, I am so unbelievably sorry that this isn't okay, and it hasn't existed on the internet for a long time because it's not okay. And I haven't done anything remotely like that because I heard people say, this is blackface, and I don't like that. And I just would never want to put that into the world. So this has been private for a long time, but I do want to tell you how unbelievably sorry I am if I ever offended you by posting this video or by doing this impression, and that was never my intention. It's not okay. It's shameful. It's awful. I wish it wasn't part of my past. The next thing that I want to address. Okay, this is also from 2011. A bad year for me in judgment, apparently. This video is called Bounce That Dick. This has also been made private. I don't want to offend anyone. I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested in making anyone feel bad, in case you haven't noticed. Here's the clip. I will play it for you. Here, hold on, let me remind you. So as you can see, I said, hey, ching chong wing wong, shake your King Kong ding dong. Sorry, that was racist. I'm bad at rap songs. It's awful. It doesn't need to exist.
So what I will say about that in particular is that's one of those things where I'm like, how did that get made? Okay, I have not seen the whole video. I did not watch Jenna Marbles. I've never been a watcher of Jenna Marbles. No shade against her, of course, or people that like her, obviously. It's one of those things where I'm like, how did that get made? Do you ever see something really in a movie and think, okay, so somebody had to think this up. Somebody had to write it down. Someone had to say, all right, we're gonna go and find the costume for this, and then we're gonna find an Asian person to stand there and be an Asian person, and then we're going to record it, and then we're going to edit it, and then we're going to up. How did it get past those 7 steps? And I'm sure there are things that I'm missing. How did nobody in those 7 steps say, hey, maybe we shouldn't put that in there? How did somebody not tell her, hey, Jenna, maybe don't put that in there? You know, the accountability is not just on Jenna. It's her entire circle. It's whoever said, oh yeah, that's funny. Okay.
It's inexcusable. It's not okay. I'm incredibly sorry if this offended you. Then, now, whenever. It doesn't need to exist. It shouldn't have existed. I shouldn't have said that. ever. It's not cool, it's not cute, it's not okay. And I'm embarrassed that I ever made that. Period. The next thing I would like to apologize for is a video that I posted in 2012 and made private shortly thereafter. This was one of the hardest years of my life, and I made a video that came across unbelievably slut-shamey, and I'm sorry. I just fucked up. I ranted about girls that ran around and slept around, and that's wrong. I had a lot of internalized misogyny, I feel like, at that time in my life, and I'm sorry if I ever offended you with the things that I said in that video. And that video's been private for a long time. It does not reflect my attitude towards anyone in their bodies, and that's really been eating me up inside for a long time, and I just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry if I ever made you feel bad about yourself or your choices or anything. There's no one demanding an apology for that video of me right now, but I'm like, just, you know what, put it on my tab. Here's another thing I'm sorry for. I'm also sorry for, I used to make a lot of content about like what girls do and what guys do, and I know at the time there are a lot of people that enjoyed those videos, but I have privated all of them because I don't think that making jokes about your gender is funny. And I know that there's a lot of people that struggle with their identity and that have varying fluid identities or anything, and I just don't want content in the world that's like, I don't know, just doesn't make sense. You know, it doesn't make sense. It can be hurtful, it can be harmful, and I don't want it there. Another thing that I would like to address
Before she goes into the next thing, I thought she was going to show some more clips. She said she made a video about shaming, and she said she made a video saying what girls do and what guys do. I guess for both of those things, I would say like the world is so different now than it was back when she was making these videos. Like, you think she was the only person making videos like that? Look around. You know, I'm sure you can find plenty of videos like that. The fact that she's like in near tears and she's about to cry, I understand, like she probably feels really bad about it and she's probably embarrassed. I've said some pretty fucked up things in my life that I don't even believe, and I didn't even believe at the time. I just thought it was funny or whatever, and stuff like that is so normal, and everybody makes those mistakes. We were not as educated on things like that as we are now, and I feel like it probably would have served her better to say something like that. But let's continue. I'm going to save my overall commentary for the end.
when people tweet at me, I can't believe you'd be friends with this person or follow this person that's racist or, you know, done these terrible things. And the only thing I would like to say is that I'm just a person trying to navigate the world the same way that you are. So I don't always know what's right, what's wrong, what the truth is, and I'm just trying my best. As someone clearly with their own past that they're not proud of, I do just try to see people for who they are right now, today, and that they're not defined by their past. And I understand. I'm trying to do the same thing that you are and support and be friends with people that I'm proud of and that I love. And I'm just know that I'm doing my best. And I don't know, you know, I try to just do what I can, and I'm not trying to let anyone down or hurt anyone or upset anyone. I'm just not. That being said,
On her being like people questioning how she could be friends with certain people, I'm not gonna lie, I have problematic friends, and when I say they're problematic, I don't mean like they're horrendously racist. You know, I don't have friends like that. But I recently let go of certain friends that I realized were misogynistic, even if they weren't misogynistic to me, but if they like said things that were disrespectful to other women, saying it to me because I'm like one of the cool chicks, you know, like, no, that's not acceptable. I have a friend that has openly told me how they have certain prejudice against black people, and this friend is not black. I think that because our friends are cool to us, we try to stand by them, and I know my intention has always been to help guide that person so that they can maybe see things from a different perspective. That's not my job, that's not my duty, but it was something that I chose to do. I don't know, I have a belief that you shouldn't just drop people. You shouldn't just stop being friends with people that are problematic, you know, and the reason, because it's like, if you have a problematic person that's only surrounded by problematic people, how do you expect that person to be anything else? Maybe that person needs that type of influence in their life, but people are around here saying like, oh, I can't believe you're still friends with this person when they did this or they said this. And it's like, yeah, okay, but I'm working on that person, you know? I think there's nothing, 100% nothing wrong with that. If you have a friend that's problematic, as long as it's not taking away from your energy, I think if you use every moment to coach that person and to teach that person, how is this person supposed to change? How is this and if they're getting canceled left and right, people are just gonna end up resenting those people, resenting that group even more. Hopefully I can complete it.
That being said, I've privated a lot of my old content. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to offend anyone. I don't. In case you guys haven't noticed, there's no sponsors on this channel. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Like, I'm literally just here to have a good time. And I don't think I'm having a good time. And it seems like maybe some other people aren't having a good time. So for now, I just can't exist on this channel. Hopefully I've taken down anything that would upset someone. And I hope you know that that's just not my intent. That's not what I ever set out to do, to hurt anyone's feelings or to make anyone feel bad. So I don't want to be like upset while I say this, so give me a second. So I think I'm just gonna move on from this channel for now. I don't know if that's forever. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I want to make sure that the things that I put into the world are not hurting anyone. And yeah, I'm just gonna stop for now or forever. I don't know. I would probably take this video down because it's embarrassing and just let whatever just live and just be. That's it. I want to say thank you for your support. For those of you that care about me and have been watching me for a long time, I appreciate it. I want to hold myself accountable, and it's painful to do it, and it's not fun, and it hurts, and I'm ashamed of things I've done and said in my past, but it's important. And yeah, I hope this felt like something that you needed to hear from me. And I'm not sure that I want to continue doing stuff on this channel, and I don't want to put anything out in the world that's gonna hurt anybody. So I need to be done with this channel for now or for forever. I don't know. So, all right. Good talk. See you guys.
All right, so I guess I finished watching the video. I just wanted to give like my overall opinion to that video, and I don't want it to be too long-winded. I'm annoyed with her, okay? I'm not even a Jenna Marbles fan, but that whole video to me was incredibly annoying because we're already seeing the results of this video, right? People calling out cancel culture, people saying like cancel culture is toxic and stuff like that. And I'm anti-cancel culture, right? I don't believe in cancel culture. I think that, do I think it's toxic? I think it definitely can be toxic, but the reason why I said I'm annoyed with her is because I feel like she is seeing everything that's going on in the media, and I think she's like going through this transformation that America's going through. She's going through it like just like the rest of us, you know? She's going through it with us, and I think she's thinking about all that stuff, and she's embarrassed, and people are asking her like, hey, are you gonna talk about all this problematic stuff? And I think that's what I'm frustrated about, is it just kind of sounds like she's just tucking her tail and running and hiding. There are just so many better responses than just quitting. Quitting is just gonna make people resentful of the movement. And I don't think she understands that aspect. Like, people love Jenna Marbles. She has, I think that when I checked, she has 20 million followers, 20 million subscribers on YouTube. I don't know if anybody was calling for her to be canceled. She said people are asking her to respond to those claims. Like, yeah, do that, respond to it. Say that you're sorry, say that you're embarrassed, and show us moving forward what you're doing about this. What are you gonna do to change? Are you hiring more people of color? Are you hiring more women? Are you employing people? Are you empowering people? Do stuff like that. Just saying like, well, I'm embarrassed about all that stuff I did in the past and I feel bad, so I'm just gonna go and lay in my bed. That's what it sounded like to me. My thing is like, you're distracting from the actual message. You're just gonna make your followers, your 20 million subscribers, hate the other side for making you feel like you had to cancel yourself. That's why the video is frustrating for me to watch. She's crying and obviously she feels bad. I'm like, that's gonna really tug at people's heartstrings, and that is gonna really get people to hate just to hate the movement. People are gonna forgive you. I mean, I forgive you and I didn't even watch your stuff. I can tell that that's a genuine response. I can tell she feels bad. I can tell she's sorry. Would she have apologized if people weren't calling for her to apologize? That's kind of concerning. You know, with everything that's going on in the world, how we're changing and becoming more inclusive, if that's the only time that she's apologizing, that's unfortunate. But you know, I don't care. You get there how you get there. You get there when you get there. A lot of people are thinking for the first time about how things that they say or do affect other people. And however you get there, girl, is how you get there. But quitting YouTube is not the answer. Who is that helping? Who is that serving? I guess it serves you because you get to feel better, because you get to quit and say, all right, well, I'm just not gonna do it anymore. I look to people that are like big YouTubers to be able to just say, I'm gonna apologize, I am gonna be sincere about it, and I'm gonna take steps moving forward. But I don't have to sit here and apologize 50 million times. And this is coming from a black person. Do I think she should have apologized for the blackface and for the misogynistic things? Of course. Do I wish she had done it sooner? Yeah, I wish she had done it before it got to this point, but she didn't, and she's doing it now. Can't go back in time. What does her quitting YouTube solve? Nothing. Does that help? Does that help, you know, those marginalized groups? No. Is my life better as a black person for Jenna Marbles not being on YouTube anymore? No. Is my life better as a woman for Jenna Marbles not being on YouTube anymore? No. So why did you do it? It's self-serving. You felt bad, so you quit YouTube because you felt bad. Be the voice for those people. You have a freaking huge ass platform. Be the voice. If you really felt bad, that's what you should do. You know? Don't just tuck tail and run. But anyway, I feel like I'm kind of starting to repeat myself. As you can see, my stance is that I don't think she should have quit YouTube. Do I think an apology was necessary? Yes, I think her quitting YouTube is extremely distracting and extremely divisive and possibly harmful, honestly, because she's such a big name. But anyway, that's the video. I don't really have anything else to say. Please like, subscribe, comment. Do you think that Jenna Marbles should have quit YouTube? Like, let me know in the comments. How do you feel about that? I don't know. You tell me, you let me know, and we can talk about it in the comment section, okay? Let me know. Do I have anything else to say? I don't think so. You be beautiful. Have a great day.